So anyway, it's been a while, so I thought I'd post an update. Um, things with the job been going all right. I'm doing better financially than I was doing OTR overall, just because expenses are so much lower. Um, Technically, I'm making about the same money, sometimes a little more, but about the same money that as I was OTR. But since I'm not having to eat out all the time, and I get to sleep in my own bed at night, and I don't have to get all the supplies and whatnot you need for doing OTR, I'm coming out ahead. Also, I'm a lot better off psychologically, I guess. Also, around Christmas time, my daughter tracked me down. I never mentioned this before, but when I was about 19 years old, I had a daughter that got taken away by the state because her mother, unknown to me at the time, had had a previous child and abandoned her. And so about 3 days after she was born, CPS showed up, took her away, and I fought for about 6 months to keep her. The mother ended up leaving me and going out with some loser who was a drug dealer and everything else, and I knew that I couldn't provide her the life she needed on my own at the time. And the state, which we were in New Mexico, would not play ball. They were, I mean, I even had family members willing to help me raise her and everything else, but they wouldn't let it happen. I had to live in Albuquerque, which we were passing through Albuquerque when she was born. We were actually going to Phoenix to have her around my family. And, when the girlfriend at the time went into labor, we were passing through Albuquerque. So it was just bad timing all around. So the state convinced me to sign paperwork to give her up for adoption and said that they would send me updates about her and I'd be able to stay in touch with her and all that. So I agreed to it. Later on to find out that they were lying to me and I never received any updates and I never received any information about her. But through the miracle of the internet and things like Ancestry.com, she was actually able to track me down. She got one of those Ancestry DNA tests last year and was able to find other family members of mine who had done Ancestry, and she knew my first name and whatnot and was able to figure out who I was. She got in touch with me around the New Year's, and actually turns out that she lives in Florida now too, just north of Orlando. What are the odds, right? We were able to meet up last weekend and have lunch, and it was pretty awesome. And hoping this weekend we'll get to go to a Renaissance fair and whatnot and get to spend time together. So that's been taking up a lot of my free time, and I just haven't had time to put together videos. I put up the video of the lunar eclipse. I was recording that and sharing it with her when I did it, because that's always something I've really been interested in. And I think that since I'm home more often and I actually have time to do it, I'm going to get more into astrophotography and whatnot and start posting videos about that. I'm sure that's not exactly my demographic, but hey, expand, right? But yeah, as usual, if you guys have any questions or anything you're interested in, feel free to leave a comment, and I try to respond to any questions and whatnot, and I'll see if I can post more videos. Anyhow, till next time, drive safe, keep the shiny side up, rubber side down, and all that. Bye.